Mrs. Fan? Yes? It's Noah Johnson. You used to live next door to me. You live next door? Don't be silly. You're too young to live in a place like this. What? No, I don't. Young and tall. Say, would you mind doing an old lady a favor? Sure. There's a red shoebox on the top shelf of my closet. Would you mind getting it down for me? What are you looking for, Mrs. Fan? Oh, my friend is just finding me a box of old pictures. Mm-hmm. Well, how about you look at just one picture for dinner time? I understand. Please take one as a thank you for your help. These are some of the tastiest, pictures you can get around here. Thank you, and you're welcome. Hey, everyone. The weirdest thing just happened. Beads! I was getting the costume box when I saw my old next-door neighbor, Mrs. Fan. But when I said hi, she didn't recognize me. Maybe she couldn't see you very well. I was right next to her. I'm sorry, Noah. That must have been confusing. When people get older, they can forget a lot of things. That's one of the reasons therapy animals are so wonderful. They don't mind if someone forgets their name. And they never ask any hard questions. A nurse told me that Mr. Thunderhawk almost never talks to anyone. But when a therapy animal visits, he just chatters away. Many of the residents do say they're more comfortable with animals than with people. Scientists have proven that animals can lower blood pressure, improve mood, maybe improve memory too. Well, I don't know the research on that. What if you brought Pepper in to see Mrs. Fan? My cat? I don't know. I'd have to ask my dad first. We can ask him at your barbecue tonight. Yes, we'll all talk about how much the residents loved the animals, and you can see if Pepper can come visit. Okay, I'll do it. I was thinking that maybe I could bring Pepper in to see her. Having animals visit Oakville really seemed to make people happy. That's a great idea, Noah, but I think Mrs. Fan has a cat allergy. She did have a wild bunny friend that visited her backyard, though. Mikey, do you think your rabbit would want to go on a field trip? Hopper? Oh, I don't know. Maybe? Great! It's set then. We'll have to ask Oakville Gardens if we can bring Hopper in, but if they allow therapy pigs, then Hopper should be fine. Okay. Mikey's house the next day. So I called Oakville Gardens, and they said that as long as Hopper's healthy, we can bring him over. Maybe seeing Hopper will remind Mrs. Fan of her own bunny friend. Maybe it'll help her remember me, too. Okay, but Hopper's gotta be okay with it, too. What do you mean? Well, there was a lot of big equipment like wheelchairs and beeping machines with wires and tubes. Hopper hasn't been around those things, and I want to be sure they won't scare him. How do you know when a rabbit is scared? Bunnies under a lot of stress gets really wide-eyed, and still, they might also hide or make themselves look small, and their ears might flatten against their head. Well, let's find out.